Yo guys, what is good? It's your boy Jamong here, back again with another video. And today we're going over my most recent pickup that I just copped for my girlfriend. Alright, so first off, for those of you guys who don't know me personally, me and my girlfriend are actually 6 days apart in the month of June. My birthday is on the 12th and her birthday is on the 18th. And in the time that I'm filming this, her birthday was actually yesterday. So she's been wanting this for a while now. Every time I take her to a consignment shop, she's always looking at these and telling me that she wants them. So I really wanted to, gift her with this pair of kicks because I feel like she needs more shoes in her collection. I mean, she does have a lot of shoes already, but I think it would be nice if she can kind of have like a collection like mine. Maybe not as much, but nonetheless, I was able to cop this about like a month ago. I copped this on Grailed from a seller, and basically this was a pair that released earlier this year. I didn't go for the drop just because, first of all, I didn't really see any resale value in it, and second, I didn't really want to keep them for myself, so I kind of had no reason to cop. However, when my girlfriend saw these a couple of months ago, she's been talking about them ever since, and she's been talking about how there's a lot of different outfits that she could pair these with, and I honestly agree because this is a very wearable sneaker, and I'm about to show you guys, but I just wanted to talk more about the process of me copying these. Like I said before, I paid resale prices, and I got them on Grailed. However, the seller was honestly not too communicative. Now, when I first bought the shoes, the seller was really responsive. He was answering all my questions that I had. However, when I paid, that's when he kind of stopped responding so quickly, and he was taking hours to respond on end. And I was just getting really annoyed because first, he didn't leave the tracking information, so I didn't know if he shipped or not. And then second, he also didn't ship on time. So I was getting really upset just about this whole process because I wasn't sure if he scammed me, if the shoes were actually real. That's why I kind of opened the package beforehand, just because I had to check if they were legit, and they were. So you know what, sometimes sellers are just annoying like that, but that doesn't mean that they're trying to sell you fakes. But yep, yesterday was Jasmine's birthday and I gifted these to her. However, I really didn't have time to do a review beforehand, so I asked her if I could keep them for an extra day just so I can make some content. But yeah, I think that's enough of me talking. Let me take the shoes out of the box so you guys can see the shoes for themselves. Alright, even though the seller did take forever to ship, he did wrap them in bubble wrap, so I'm kind of grateful for that. Alright, so I'm gonna take off the bubble wrap, and this shoe actually doesn't have a lid to it, and that's because the seller actually got these from the outlets at Nike. I believe that, maybe someone probably returned this pair just because in this particular size, they're not going for too much over retail. You really can't make any profit out of this. Someone probably returned them to the store and he was able to cop these. And then when you're at an outlet, they typically take the lids off and they throw them away just so that they could fit on the shelves. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that they didn't have the lid, but to be honest, that kind of made the price a little lower, so better for me on my part. And Jasmine doesn't really care about the box, she's not wearing the box. So first off, I'll show you guys the size tag of the box. So it is a 5.5 women's and a 4 in men's, and it does say women's Air Jordan 4 Retro. So yup, it is an Air Jordan 4, and I will reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Yes sir, as you guys can see, we do have the Air Jordan 4 in the Seafoam colorway. So I'm not going to talk about how much I actually paid for this pair, but the seller actually got these for a steal. Now, he showed me his receipt when he purchased them at the outlet. Now, these were already discounted when he got them at the store, and on top of that, it was a take additional 30% off. So he did get them for a lot less, probably like as cheap as it gets, and I'm really jealous about that because I don't know how you can find such an awesome pickup at an outlet for a really good price. Now, I did have to pay more than what he got them for, which was kind of a bummer, but I can say that given that resale prices are a little higher and this has no lid, I did get it for a decent price. I would say it was pretty generous of him to accept my offer. Now, Jasmine has been wanting a pair of 4s for a really long time, and I honestly understand why, just because 4s are pretty hot nowadays. Now, if you guys don't already own a pair of Jordan 4s, I can say that you're missing out, because Jordan 4s are one of the hottest shoes nowadays. Everyone has them, but the good thing about them is that they're not overplayed, and their colorways are not overdone, so there's always going to be something new, especially when it comes to the Seafoams. They're so wearable, which is why Jasmine loves them so much. Plus, they give off a really nice shade of green that's very neutral. It's not too bright, it's not too loud. And yeah, I can definitely see a lot of outfits going with this pair. Originally, Jasmine wanted the military black 4s, and I was gonna get that for her, but then the Seafoam greens released, and honestly, I like the Seafoams a lot better just because, yeah, they have a little more color to them. I do like this green so much better than just a black and white Jordan 4. For those of you guys who don't already know, the shoe is a woman's exclusive sneaker. So for you guys who want to copy a pair, just be sure to go a whole size and a half up when you're going to your true to size. So if you're a size 10, just be sure to get an 11.5 so that you're not getting a shoe that's too small for you. Now, in looking at the shoe itself, I honestly am such a big fan of this green. It's such a nice shade. It's not like a gross shade, like a booger kind of green, but it's also not a very loud kind of green like, you know, my Lucky Green ones. Those are just really bright and they don't always match with stuff, but this is very subtle. This is very neutral. And yeah, you can pretty much wear this with almost anything that you pair it with. Now, this is a standard Jordan 4, so this pretty much has everything that a standard pair includes. Now, you do have the Jumpman on the back, which is in that Seafoam green colorway. And then going on top of that, we also have some Seafoam accents on the lace holds as well. And then moving over to the midsole, there we see that Seafoam green colorway again, along with our Seafoam Jumpman on the tongue, and then a Seafoam inner lining. So that's pretty much it. Other than that, it pretty much is a predominantly white Jordan 4, just with a bunch of Seafoam hints everywhere, which makes the shoe mwah. Honestly, this is one of the nicest Jordan 4s that I've ever seen. I know there's really nothing special to it. It's not a crazy collab. It's a GR release, but this green is just really clean. You really can't go wrong with this shoe. You know, I don't know too much about women's fashion, but I can definitely see Jasmine wearing these with a pair of baggy ripped jeans, and that would just go really well together. I feel like the Jordan 4s pretty much complement any pants that you put on with it. And this is more for girls so much than it is for guys, but I feel like Jordan 4s also look good with skinny jeans. Now, if you're a guy and you pair skinny jeans with a pair of 4s, honestly, I do that sometimes, but then it makes your legs look like sticks and then your feet look like rocks. So it's not a good transition, but I don't know why it works for girls. Maybe because girls are generally shorter. I mean, they do look good with any pants that you put them on with. I'm calling it right now. I do think that the Seafoam 4s are in my top 10 list of best sneakers of 2023. I mean, I just can't get enough of this shoe. I'm so happy that Jasmine has this pair. You know, personally for me, I think it's kind of nice that I do have a girlfriend who's also into shoes. Maybe not to the extent that I'm into them, but I think it is nice that I get to share my passion and interest with someone else. And yeah, I get to have a girlfriend who can rock a pair of Jordans. I think that's like the best thing in the world. So that pretty much wraps it up for today's video. If you guys want to see more videos on the Jordan 4s, make sure to check out my review of the Jordan 4 Thunders. And like I said before, me and Jasmine do share the same birth month, so she actually did cop me a pair of shoes for my birthday, and I will be reviewing that shoe. So if you guys do want to watch that video coming up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Alright, now I would like to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on these Seafoam 4s? Do you think that they're too basic, or that they're too simple? Do you think that they're underrated? Because honestly, I feel like they're really underrated for the year of 2023. Leave a comment down below because I do want to hear from you guys. With all that being said, these are the Seafoam Jordan 4s, and I see you guys in the next video. Peace!